Millions of Britons have voted in an election analysts predicted would result in a hung parliament, where no single party holds a majority of the 650 seats in the House of Commons. Exit poll projections released as polls closed at 2100 hours o'clock GMT projected that the Conservative Party would win 316 seats, with Labour winning 239, the Scottish National Party winning 58 and the Liberal Democrats with 10 seats. The right-wing UK Independence Party was projected to win 2 seats. Polls across the country of 65 million people opened at 6 o'clock GMT. The major parties contesting the election include the Conservative Party, which formed a coalition with the Liberal Democrats at the last election in 2010, ending Labour's 13-year grip on power. But small parties, including the Scottish National Party and the UK Independence Party, are also contesting the election in what Al Jazeera's Laurence has called an explosion of parties all vying for authority. Ballots will be cast in around 50,000 polling stations dotted around the country, including in unusual places like pubs, caravans, and even garages. With no party likely to win a majority, analysts said assembling a government could take days or weeks, although counting the votes takes a matter of hours. This election looks likely to shatter the two-party system of government that has existed in Britain since the end of the Second World War, Lee reported from London. Since 1945, political power in the UK has changed hands from Labour to the Conservatives, but that pattern ended in 2010 when the Conservatives failed to win a majority. Campaign issues. The economy, the National Health Service and immigration have turned out to be the major issues in the campaign. Prime Minister David Cameron has focused on headline numbers after 5 years of budget cuts designed to shrink the deficit and bolster growth. Although the British economy boasts one of the fastest growth rates among large industrialised nations, Labour's leader Ed Miliband is urging voters to look deeper, arguing the top-line figures do not tell the whole story. Real wages are below pre-crisis levels, he says, and employment figures have been inflated by low-skill jobs, and rising numbers of people are turning to food banks to make ends meet. Miliband has focused the debate on inequality, saying the recovery has not reached working families. He is promising to increase taxes on the wealthiest members of society. If the election results are not decisive as widely expected, negotiations between the parties could start immediately. Analysts have said protracted talks to form a coalition government could rattle financial markets, with the pound taking a pummeling. There will be a strong civil service presence saying, "Do you look at the markets? You had better get a grip. You'd better work something out," said Leeds University political scientist David Searight.